Hello, welcome back to the workshop. Right, first things first, go on, hit the like button. Now, in the making of this, we've been talking about quite a lot now, and I will actually get around to cutting steel soon. You have to go and weld quite a lot of thick steel. Namely, well, you can see there, that's 10mm thick plate. So I did do a test weld on 10mm thick plate. It didn't go that well. It went okay, don't get me wrong. Certainly stick together, but well, the actual weld was there, and several bits have not joined, and that bit you can see I could just cut through and it just fell off. On the other hand, I've just had another practice, and obviously we've got the new welder, albeit actually I think the Chinese welder would do it. We're going to get this welder out. Now, first things first, when I tried using this welder last, it came up and it said overheat almost instantly. Now, I'm just going to go and set this to the right size rod. You set that to the right size rod, and that will try and set it to 120 amps. But I'm going to set it to 135. The reason why I'm setting it to 135 is so I get a fat enough weld. I'm running on electrode negative rather than electrode positive, because that's what you do, particularly with this kind of material, or well, not this kind of material, but this kind of welding rod. And what I'm going to do first is I'm just going to put a couple of tacks on here to hold it in place. The reason why I'm just doing a couple of tacks is simply so that I can take it off this, because last time I welded on that, a big fat weld, went a bit horribly wrong, and it melted those things quite a lot. Right, so let me just go and get it set up so you can see what's going on. With the welder, we'll crack on with a bit of welding. Where did I put my hat? There it is. Until that's turned up to the right degree. Using 3.2mm rods. And actually, I'm just going to go and lean across, open a window. Right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to run a root weld down all the way down there, right at the bottom, and then I'm going to go and run a nice big fat weld over the top. You can see we just, in a couple of spots, you should be able to see we've just got a little bit of penetration just beginning there. That's okay. Now, not quite as much as I'd like, but I'm happy with that. Now I'm just going to run a root weld right over the top. Not a root weld, a filler weld, excuse me. I think I've blown a fuse. Back in a minute. Definitely blown a fuse. We're back. Fuse changed. All good. Shouldn't have blown a 13 amp fuse at that setting though. You see how hot stuff gets when you're welding that. Don't ever pick anything up in a welding shop. Right. Put on safety glasses before you use a slag hammer, and also in all seriousness, be very careful of metal in welding shops. It gets outrageously hot. I'm just going to go get that damp, stick that under some water. I shall be back in a sec. Still got a bit of slag that's not giving way out this end, not quite sure why. Well, it hasn't cooled it down completely, but it has mostly. That's a I am happy that's a satisfactory weld. Just it's not quite penetrated all the way through, but it looks like in several places it's got very close to penetrating through. So I'm happy that that's a weld. Just see how, I wonder how square that is in the bottom. That stayed square as well. Quite happy with that. Right. Couple of other projects to finish off before I get to really motoring on that one, but I'm quite happy with that. The Lidl Parkside welder did its job. Thank you for watching. Please like, please share, please subscribe. Comments welcome.